is Nevo, and today I'll be talking about designated smoking areas on school campuses. So, you're probably wondering, what is a designated smoking area? Well, a designated smoking area is an isolated smoking space that is separated from smokers and non-smokers. These areas are all around school campuses and are used by either students or guests, depending on what the school is. I say depending on the school because if the student were to go to an Ivy League, guests would not be able to enter that space. But these areas were created to prevent tobacco users from smoking anywhere on school campuses, which is said to be a violation of school policies stated in Policy 2250 of the University of New Mexico. The policy also states that smoking is prohibited on school campuses unless the user is within a designated smoking area. While tobacco may have many disadvantages, it also contains many advantages, such as alleviating stress. People smoke to alleviate stress from a hard day at school or even the piles of homework given by multiple professors within the week. Although it is seen very uncommon to use smoking for weight loss, it is also seen as a good thing because losing weight is very beneficial to our health. While these pros seem incredibly helpful to everyone, it also has many downsides, such as harming ourselves with lung cancer or even harming another person with secondhand smoke. But I also placed addiction right in the center because it can either be a good thing or an incredibly horrible thing to our human body. The correct definition of secondhand smoke is smoke inhaled involuntarily from tobacco being smoked by others. And why? And you ask, why is that a problem? Why does that affect me? Why would I care at all? Well, secondhand smoke causes approximately 7,330 deaths from lung cancer and 33,950 deaths from heart disease each year. Each year. The CDC even states that there is no risk-free level of secondhand smoke exposure, meaning that even a few seconds of exposure can be harmful to our health. So, where can we be exposed to secondhand smoke? Well, we can either be exposed at work, at our house, where our parents or family member smoke, or even at a friend's house where their parents or family members smoke. But you may ask, why at a school? How are we affected at a school? Well, we are affected at school because the University of New Mexico currently contains 5 designated smoking areas. And let me tell you a story about how students are affected every single day at the University of New Mexico. Every day, hundreds of students park in South Lot and must take the South Lot shuttle to get to their classes every day. While that is good and all, they must walk through a designated smoking area because the South Lot shuttle and Lobo Village shuttle parked at this direct entrance to the school. And the students must walk this direction every day to get to their classes such as Mitchell Hall right here, or even Dane Smith Hall. Or even if they dare want some food, they must go through this area to get to the sub. And many students choose not to go through this long way because that's an inconvenience of their time. So, you're wondering, how do we fix this? My plan is to move this designated smoking area to a place where there is little to no traffic among students, such as this area, where students do not walk through because that is an inconvenience of their time. Through this, we will be able to eliminate the exposure of secondhand smoke among college students. But who do we contact to make this change? Through extensive research, I was able to find a solution to the problem. Administrative Policies and Procedures Manual Policy 2250, Tobacco-Free Campus states that the university president is the one that authorizes designated outdoor areas and any changes made to that outdoor area. In order to contact the president, we must either visit the office of the president or call the office directly to set up a meeting or discuss changes that need to be changed to the designated smoking area. Together, we'll be able to make this change. Through the change, many benefits will arise, such as a greater chance in life expectancy, prevention of secondhand smoke, such as lung cancer, heart attacks, or even reduced breathing and coughing problems. Together, we will make a change that would prevent students from receiving secondhand smoke from smokers on a daily basis at the University of New Mexico.